So we delete that part of the fuselage. Is what we're going to do. So we cut that. Move cut. And then clear the contents. And then go back over here. Grab that. Like so. Just got a couple of bits to fix. That's like one down here. After? What kind? Double A. Shut that door because the batteries aren't in that one. Go right one and down one. Open that, and there's batteries. Right there. We haven't done the nose yet. Ladder. Ladder. One, two, three, four, five. Hopefully that fits. Can't see a thing. Jack?
Yeah?
Do you want to take that one and figure out how to get in the door, though?
Have you messed it up?
Yeah. Just figure out how to get... Have a look at the back door, try to get in, you'll see what I mean.
Right, I see, yeah, the seat sticks out in the way.
Yeah, we may have to move the seat, maybe.
Okay.
It's getting dark in here, man. I could make the pillar smaller. That double upright pillar, you could thin it out to one, maybe. Maybe that would work. I'm just going to nip for a bio break.
Okay.
Be right back. What was my dinner? Sweet and sour. And back.
Just configuring the last bit.
And back. Yeah, we really need to make it daytime. Aren't the bigger bases the ones that have like a shipyard and a helipad?
Yes. There's top left of what we currently have visible is the creative base, the out Coast Guard outpost even. That has the large hangar and the large boat dock.
Oh, the one that's 150,000.
Yeah.
We'll build this and go and discover some stuff. Get some crates. Make it pay for itself.
Yep. So the problem we had was that the seat bases for these passenger seats, although they're really thin, they react as if they are a block tool.
Mm-hmm.
So you either have to try and crouch and hop over them, or actually, no, you still have to kind of crouch and hop over them. So as you get to the top of the ladder, crouch and jump.
Yeah, well, you're going through the front door.
Yeah.
I mean, for our
Annoying,
purposes, it's
but-
not, it's no biggie, is it?
Yeah. It's irritating, but it works.
Alright, so I'll grab that now.
Yep.
Back in the workshop. Thank you, Garden Data. The train, Tommy. In career mode, we need to work up to that, man. Okay, so I think we'll try and get this wide up and see if we can actually... because the centre of mass now is really nice and close to the central lift, which is nice.
Yeah. I reckon it should still be pretty stable.
Yeah, I think it probably will be relatively stable.
And I think even with the nose finished, it will still be pretty nice. It's just when we start loading it up with passengers and cargo.
I've got a circuit breaker in there, yeah, I need to do that. Power, power. Okay, let's not do that. Can I not paint that? Wait, oh, I was in symmetry. Ah. Ah, we'll leave it. Looks good. Let's get out of symmetry.
I reconfigured your batteries too.
Did you?
Yeah, because I moved the passenger seats backwards by one. So I moved your vents up and I moved your batteries. I took the one battery that was sticking out, and I put two batteries that were flat in.
Okay, so where are the batteries now?
Just behind the passenger seats still.
Two small batteries.
Yeah.
Okay, so batteries are going to go to...
And I realised that harness, you can actually control the winch from the harness.
What, so when you're in the harness you can control the winch?
Yeah, the harness itself has got button maps on it.
Huh.
I guess you can leave your chopper in auto hover, harness your way down to pick someone up, rescue them, and then harness back up to the chopper. If you were playing alone.
Electric A, electric B. So A can go to the battery. And B can go to everything else. No! Except that one. That's a generator.
And I put some lights in the passenger section for you.
So generator goes to batteries, batteries to circuit breaker A, and then circuit breaker B goes out to everything else, correct?
Yep.
Well, that's the power lined up then.
Awesome.
Can you see where the center of gravity will be with all the crew and passengers in the seats?
Did you get everything on there overhead?
Let me check.
Oh, it's because you've put 2 circuit breakers in.
Yeah, I
saw an
left one
empty-
circuit breaker.
Yeah, I saw an empty thing. I wonder what it was.
I don't know if we'll need it for anything, but I left it.
Yeah, sometimes it's handy to have a few circuit breakers just to circuit out different things.
At the moment, Greens, it doesn't really, like, the detail is not there. At the moment, for example, it's not showing me the center of thrust, or lift in this case, which I'm assuming to be straight down the axis there. The center of mass is shown here, but again, I assume that's with full tanks of fuel. I don't know. What I can't do is drain the fuel and then see the mass move. Nor can I say, well, if I put passengers in these seats, what's the center of mass doing now? I can't do that yet. I assume that will be added. Crikey. Where does Juan begin, eh?
Yeah. I tend to start, like, inside and work out so that lines don't get in the way of other lines that I'm trying to connect up.
So circuit breakers above me, then... Engine start. Default state off. Engine start. Okay, I'll start the engines. You should use a PED controller on your engines for better RPS control. Haven't got to that stage yet. Should the engine start be a push button or a toggle? What was that? Ah. I just put push buttons up there. Toggle, 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 toggle. Good spot.
happy anniversary, Nutter.
Fixed. Nah, you can never have too many buttons. Mick LBK, thank you for 32 months. Newty with 38. As if it can't be this long. Cryptics with 10. Thank you, guys. Right, engine start. Where's our stabilizer? Back here. Need to get this wired up. Gyro up, down, pitch up, down. Stabilized your... I wish you could, like, hide things so that you can remove the complexity while you focus on something.
Yeah, I'd love it if they had a thing where anytime you connected one thing to another thing, like it disappeared or something, or it changed a different color so you knew that it was already connected, so you could differentiate.
Like right now, I'm trying to find the pilot seat controls. There they are. So A and D, W and S was connected to the collective.
No, up and down was collective, and then it's kind of, and then W and S was pitch. And then it's kind of a personal preference as to whether you want yaw as left, right, or A and D, and roll as whichever one.
Hang on, Jack. I'm still doing the collective.
Okay.
So I've connected up and down axis to the collective.
You've connected what, sorry?
Up and down to collective.
Okay. And then W and S is pitch.
W and S. W and S is pitch. Yep, got that. And left and right was roll, I think.
Yeah. So either left and right or A and D as roll.
Sorry,
And
A and
then-
D, yeah.
Whichever one you don't choose then becomes yaw. Depends on which controls you preferred in Battlefield.
I remember Battlefield, you could choose different ones.
Yeah, I always had to choose mine, change mine to the other option.
Left and right goes to yaw. Wait, isn't yaw meant to go to tail rotor?
Yes, it is.
Getting there. Mr. Ferret Bomb, thank you for the host and the raid. How you doing, Ferret? Let's respond to the Ferret Bomb raiders, guys. Everybody, throw those nuts! Hang on, need to click my fingers and do something. Wait a sec. Oh, did it just move chat? Oh no, I put chat there, didn't I? Just leave it there, that's probably better. Right, we've got the control system in place there. What have we got here? Gearbox switch. 1, 2, 3. Wonder what key to map to change gear. I don't know how often we're going to use it.
Well, we're just kind of testing it now, so just put it on number 6 or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 6 is gear. Mode toggle. A and D. W and S. I think A and D was roll. It's pitch. A and D left and right was yaw. Up and down was collective. Do we need to put these axes on any particular modes?
No, reset for all of them because actually you might want to put collective on sticky.
Super
That way you
Smash
don't have to
Brothers.
hold it down constantly. And you may even want to put pitch on sticky because then you can keep the pitch set.
Super Smash Brothers. I saw you playing it earlier. Okay. That's that done. What are those for? Light
If you have any
switches.
free dials, it might be worth hooking up the pitch and the collective to dials so you can see how much input they're being given, like we do with the boat controls for clutch and throttle.
Okay.
If you have some spare dials, if not, it's not a big deal.
Well, we have a total of 2 central dials and then 2 on each, 2 on left, 2 on right. Don't know how many dials we're going to need, to be honest.
Well, like I would have said do those 2 and then do 1 for the throttle as well. That's 3. If you moved the compass and put another dial where the compass is, you could use those 3 dials as pitch, collective, and throttle. And then put the compass in the overhead, maybe?
In the overhead?
You could do.
Look up to see where you're going.
Or you could put it so that it's facing up in the inside the dashboard. Like put it behind one of the digital displays. There works fine too.
We'll see if that's okay. Let's see. I've got to probably hook up the electrics to that now. So what we were talking about again?
So
oh, the 3 dials in the middle, that was it.
Yeah, central dials, collective, pitch, and throttle.
Coming out of the controller thing.
Out of the actual pilot seat buttons themselves.
Oh, right, okay.
Like we do with the boats. So we can see how much has been put on them.
It's too many circles, Jack. It's hard to even realise where the heck these are now.
It does start to get complicated. I mean, you saw my big ship with all the lines on that.
Where do I get the throttle position from?
From the actual throttle lever itself in the overhead.
Well, the throttle lever's not set to anything.
Yeah, you'll want to set that to the throttle. So if you draw a line to the dial that it's going to go to, and then draw a line from it to the 2 engines.
You've got throttle value, and then you've got throttle up and down.
It's value. The green one. It's green to green.
Yeah, the value is going to go to the throttle display.
Yes, and then it'll go to the engines as well. The pink circles are just external inputs. If you've got like lots of throttles in different places.
Throttle 0 to 1, presumably.
Yes.
Right, so I've connected that to the engine throttle.
Okay. And then do the same thing for WS and up and down.
Where are we getting W and S from?
From the actual pilot seat control.
The red dot.
Green dot.
So many green circles there, oh my god.
It's the what's the word? It's the actual green dot, not the circle with the hole in the middle.
Right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so green axis, W and S.
Yeah, WS goes to one of the dials, up and down goes to the other dial.
And W and S represents
Pitch.
pitch. Pitch.
With the one that's for pitch, would you think it would be better to set that as 1 to -1? Because then 0 represents level, -1 represents nose down, and 1 represents nose up, or vice versa.
So -1 to 1.
Yeah.
And the up down represents the collective, was it?
Collective. I'm not sure how the collective works. That might be -1 to 1 as well.
In theory, it shouldn't. It should be 0 to 1.
I think you can hover over it and see, though.
It might well let you go down to minus past, like below 0, but it shouldn't make any difference. Otherwise, it'd start thrusting you downwards, and choppers don't do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I was thinking of the engines. That trouble we were having on Thursday.
Okay, so let me see. We've got engine throttle. Trying to get it to the point where we can start it and move without having all the dials and stuff. Generator.
Yeah. Well, forgetting about wiring up winches and all that kind of, and lights and all that kind of stuff. Just the basics, I think you have it. You did an engine starter, right?
Oh boy, it just crashed. Rip.
Oh dear. Yep, I got loading vehicles, then waiting for server.
The helicopter was so awesome it crashed the game. I can't cope with its awesomeness.
And disconnected. You saved that, right?
I saved it exactly the point before I spawned.
Thank God for that. When did we last save the actual game, though?
Well, we're loading an autosave.
Okay. Maybe save it as soon as it loads.
If. Okay. Now, is that the one that I just spawned, or is that one that was already there? Uh-oh. Okay, I spotted a problem.
What's that?
I can't turn around enough to reach this circuit breaker.
Whoops. You'll have to flick that before you get in your seat.
I don't know if this is... Let me go back to the workbench.
You've broken it already?
And most of the point, it's not doing anything.
Definitely wired with power?
Circuit breaker goes into A and out of B, yeah?
Yes? Yeah.
Batteries are going into A, everything's going out of B. And then, let's try the start then. Engine start pressed. Goes to engine on and off. As soon as I spawn, yeah, I just crashed again as soon as I spawned. I think it's because there was something already on the outside, and I spawned that on top of it, and it just went bang.
Weird.
The button was not connected to the power. Yes, it was. There's another circuit breaker though next gen that's not connected to power. I don't know. I don't know if it does, Charlie. I've seen it spawn things on top of other things. I'm going to try just getting rid of that. And then I'm going to load in that one. I'm going to paint the top of it pink so we know it's the latest one. No, you're right, dude. I think. 1 second. Oh, do you know what? It's this one I don't want wiring up. Yeah, that was it. It's that one I don't want wiring up. That's fine. Right, vehicle is spawned. Are you in?
Just waiting for you to load.
Circuit breaker.
Also, you have black screen.
Sorry. Sorry. Come on, OBS. There we go. Why are you not working? Why is this not working?
It's definitely connected to power, right? Like, definitely, definitely.
Well, it wasn't, but it was now because I fixed it.
Right. If it has power and it's connected to an actual connection, does anything else work? Do all the other buttons turn on?
Don't know. Let me. Key 4 we'll put onto the light switch at the back. Engine start pressed. Let's try it again.
Well, that's doing something. I'd say that works.
And the lights work.
Yep.
I don't know if the stabilizer's on or not.
Might need an indicator light for that. That's nose heavy.
Woohoo! Do a barrel roll!
It might have been a little too
I'd
much.
say the stabilizer is not on. Oh, rip. We're gonna drown. We're gonna drown!
I think I broke some.
Every man for himself.
Well, the floats are really working.
Go.
Just not the right way.
Yeah. So you could see that was nose heavy. 2/3, thank you for the bits, dude. It's okay, we got this. So the engine started, it definitely started doing things, so now we just need to get the stabilizer.
Get to the chopper!
Thank you, Kirby. Get to the chopper,
I mean,
brilliant.
how much pitch were you giving it there?
I started up and just throttled it up, and then it did that.
And
Like-
you couldn't nose up.
Well, I probably did the wrong thing, but let's get the gyro auto-stabilizing.
Okay.
Auto hover on off. So I have that on a switch. Give me one of these.
What was that? We need total concentration.
Thank you, 2/3. Toggle button. Let's see. Auto hover. Default state on. And then we'll link up the auto hover. So the gyro auto hover. We'll balance it later. Let's just get this thing on the ground. Working. Right. Let's go.
Okay.
You in?
Fine now. I'm in the harness.
Okay, auto hover is on. Why's the compass not exactly working? Oh, the pitch lever's working.
Nice. Compass looks like it's working to me.
Collective's coming up, but
I
not
can
in...
see north.
Collective needle's moving, but not taking off.
Have you got full power on?
Not yet.
You'll need to give it more power. The collective works as like a clutch. So if you take the collective right off, and then you can give it full power, and then put collective on to let it go up slowly. Please tell me that's not his full lifting capability.
You promised this would fly!
Is this actually it? Is this full power?
I think so. Why are you in the harness?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's on full power, and I'm sure if the collective is working, but I don't feel like the collective is working, if I'm honest.
Try it full one way and full the other way.
Okay, that's on, like, no collective, and we're still floating, you see, so which makes me think the collective is not working.
Right.
Even though I can see the collective dial moving, and it says the collective is on.
I can't really see the angle of the blades, to be honest. They're moving too fast.
Eight blades and 2 engines, man. This should have no problem taking off. I think there's something else
Let me
wrong.
jump out. That make a difference?
No. This thing took off before and flipped over, so something's not right.
Yeah. It's like something's disconnected or...
Auto hover's not letting go higher because it can't keep it level.
So yeah, flick off auto hover for a minute. Then pitch back. That's what it did before. Was it like... It basically went up because it flipped up and over. So that really is it. That is the full beans.
We've lost blades.
Oh dear. So yeah, that's it. That's what we've accomplished.
So
we need like another engine maybe.
So it's
Or
too
two-
heavy.
Or 2 props. You might have to Chinook it after all.
2 props.
You could put where you take off the tail rotor and just put another prop on there quickly. Just to test it.
Let me just check the collector's wired up properly. Collective is wired up to the stabilized gyro up down. Which is axis 4 up down. Dang.